You ready? Come on.
As soon as that does that, it should pop up on there, and if it doesn't, let me know. You don't have to do anything, it should automatically pop up.
Right there. Right. Right. It says watch live video. Right there.
Does it do it?
Okay.
That's on?
Yes.
Broadcasting live from a hollowed out tree stump in the middle of no man's land.
There's the comment.
You've reached Married with Comedy with your hosts James R. Freeman and Jeff Onyx. Buckle up. It's about to go. Yeah. I'm gonna stop the music like abruptly. Boom. Like this. I'm gonna go like that. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What?
What's up, everybody? I'm wearing a jacket because it's
Am I
cold.
supposed to push play on this thing?
No. Play will just start playing it. You don't
I
want to
don't
push
think
play.
so, because it's supposed to have already played already.
No. Play will start that, so we'll hear ourselves. You don't want to do that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to play
comments
that.
are over
That's
here.
right, yeah, I don't want to hit play.
You just want to watch the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the comments here and there. So, yeah. So what are we doing? Is what are we? Are you a CNN? What do they call anchor?
I forgot you can't see my pen. It says laugh till you fart. So, prevent communism. Only you can prevent communism.
Okay.
Smokey the Bear. And I got Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
And I got Smokey.
Yeah. So it's going to be like you know, it's going to be a theme.
And I'm gassy.
It's going to be a theme today.
Don't lie to fuck.
So today
I stopped myself.
On today's show, we've got This Week in Comedy History. We've got the breaking down Smoking the Bandit.
That's right. That's right.
The Outpost Survival Tip of the Week, Cook Kits. This week is Cook Kits.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Got the
right.
420 thing talking about. We're just gonna say Smokey and let you guys figure it out when you get here. Ghetto Chef is gonna be a very special, something to do with chicken. Something to do with chicken.
Okay, yeah.
And then Prison Rules.
Did you have to catch the chicken? Oh, wait, we'll find out.
Prison Rules is something with kids. Sibling
combat is the actual term.
Was it Sonia wins?
Well, that's the
We'll
thing.
get
I
to
don't know who will win. I'm going to tell you this. One of them's going to be a Muay Thai boxer, I think.
Comedy Whore is going to be later. And
shout out to Rudy Bears.
Pathetic Pet.
Bears. I'm sorry if I butchered that, Rudy.
The Pathetic Pet of the Week, where you're going to meet Bronx. You're going to enjoy Bronx. Why is it every single time? Every single time I start this, the webcam is off just slightly, and it's bugging me. Look at that. Every single time. It's almost like it doesn't save it. Okay, so...
this is awesome, dude.
And then taking out the trash. Oh, Comedy Judo. We don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, we never know.
She locked herself outside.
I don't think so, because I gave her the dang keys. Hello? Okay, you gotta jiggle the one and it says building. If you want, I'll come let you in.
The one that says building.
Well, you don't have to try to remember that. Oh, wiggle it just a little bit, baby. I'll be right there.
Well, while Jay's gone, you want me to go ahead and start?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and start This Week in Comedy History. This Week in Comedy History. Yeah. And the camera on that one's all messed up too. What's up with that? Why doesn't it stay where I want it to? Yeah. This Week in Comedy History, January 11th through January 17th. This Week in Comedy History. So we're going to take a look at that. See what's up. What's up with that? Okay, so This Week in Comedy History. First up, oh, I need my glasses. You already get to see the picture of the person. Yeah. There. This Week in Comedy History. Born January, or nothing happened on January 11th, just a heads up. Born January 12th, 1915, died September 24th, 1981. Patsy Kelly, best known for her role as a wisecracking sidekick in 35 short films with Thelma Todd. You might not know she began her career in vaudeville as a dancer when she was only 12 years old. That is amazing. Amazing. January 13th, 1931, this guy was born, Charles Nelson Riley, and he died May 25th, 2005. Known for his comedic roles on stage, TV, in movies, and in cartoons. You might not know, when he was only 13 years old, he survived the Hartford circus fire that killed 167 people in Hartford, Connecticut. You know, I feel like I should wait for Jay to come back, because I think he would really enjoy that one. Maybe I should rewind. Let's rewind to this lady, and then we'll pretend like you and I, okay, you guys, you and I, we'll pretend as if Jay has been in the room the whole time, okay? We'll pretend like we haven't started. Like, it took a long time to get to this one. She's saying she can't hear anything on Facebook. Only on Facebook. Oh, hold on. That's okay. We had technical difficulties. Boom. Here's why, darling. There. That's why, darling. I forgot to switch the microphone over on that side. You got me now. Boom. Jay wasn't even in here to hear all that stuff. So right now what we're doing is we're waiting for Jay to let his wife in the building. And then he's going to come back down here. And he's going to join us for the next part of the show. But we're going for like 8 minutes just hanging out, you and I. We're just hanging out. So we're just relaxing, okay? Hey, Richie. Hey, Richie. I know, yeah, it was the Facebook thing is fine. I forgot to turn the microphone on the stream for the internet thing. But don't tell Jay. We're waiting for him. We're going to pretend like we're doing something until he gets back. I don't know what's taking him so long, though. Here he comes. Okay, everybody hide. Everybody hide. Here he comes. Don't let him know. It's a secret. Hide. Here he comes. Okay. We're pretending like we didn't start.
Who is?
Okay.
You and old girl there? Who is that?
That is Patsy Kelly, best known for her role as a wisecracking sidekick in 35 short films with Thelma Todd. You might not know that she began her career in vaudeville as a dancer when she was only 12. Pretty neat, huh?
Pretty neat. Okay.
Okay. I forgot to turn the microphone on over there.
When are you bringing guests in? Sound is fine here.
Okay.
Guest.
January 13th, 1931, Charles Nelson Riley was born. He died May 25th, 2005. Charles Nelson Riley, known for his comedic roles on stage, on TV shows, in movies, and on cartoons. You might not know. When he was only 13 years old, he survived the Hartford circus fire that killed 167 people in Hartford, Connecticut. Charles Nelson Riley was one of the only survivors.
In the Great White Fire?
In the Great Circus Fire.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the band Great White.
He was saying
tried to burn down the bar with their pyrotechnics.
That's why he hated going
in a
into
bar that fit 2,000 people.
He hated going to large rooms. So whenever he won like awards or whatever,
yeah,
he would hardly go. And when he did go, he hated being there. Large rooms with a lot of people because he
knew he didn't deserve the award.
Yeah, because he was like paranoid that it was going to go down, bro. Okay. So
permanent PTSD.
January 11th, nothing happened.
That, sir.
January 14th, nothing happened. January 15th, nothing happened. January 16th.
Martin Luther King Jr. born one of them days?
Yeah, but that's not comic.
Oh, I don't know. He was funny sometimes. Yeah.
January 16th, 1950.
Tough crowd.
Robert Schimmel was born, and he died September 3rd, 2010. Known for his blue comedy, as he had appearances on HBO and on the Howard Stern Show.
What is blue comedy?
Blue comedy is like sad comedy.
Isn't that an oxymoron, sir?
I don't know. Sad comedy. That's all it
Certainly
is.
contradiction in terms.
Okay.
Let's hear about that in the comments.
Okay, you might not know, after performing at a local Scottsdale, Arizona open mic, he was offered a regular gig as a regular at an LA.
A regular gig as a regular?
He was offered a
That's
gig
cool.
at
I like
a job as a regular at an LA comedy club. So he moved from Scottsdale, Arizona to LA.
Okay.
When he got to LA, he pulled up to the comedy club and it had burned to the ground.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So he moved.
So somebody really didn't like that guy,
Yeah.
huh?
So he moved all the way out there just
What did he
to
do?
find out it had burned to the ground.
That was his big break?
Okay.
That's why we don't know who he is?
This last one, I don't know if you're going to know who this is. Ready?
All right. I'll quit.
Born January 17th. I forgot to write down what year. Anyway, and he died May 16th, 1984. Andy Kaufman
What?
Andy
That's
Kaufman
right.
was known as a comedic genius, and he's considered to be one of the best comedians of all time, right?
Well, there's some speculation.
Well,
Either he was just a goof who was having fun at other people's expense all the time,
yeah.
or he was some kind of comedic genius, and nobody can tell which.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what you
if
might
he
not know.
faked his own death,
Well,
like they suggested in Man in the Moon, then he might have been.
The
'Cause that's-
song?
Yeah, the song was in a movie.
The song by that guy that did the Tim Burton music?
Yeah. Your guy from REM. He did a song about that guy, and it was in a movie that Jim Carrey did
Let me
about
get
the
to
same guy.
Let me get to the you might not know.
What in
You
the
might not
world
know
is going
that
on here? How do you not
he
know these
never
things,
thought
Jeff?
of himself as a comedian.
He was
He considered himself an anti-comedian, a song and dance man, and he was quoted as
I thought you
saying,
were going to say an entertainer.
he was quoted as saying, "I'm not a comic. I've never told a joke in my entire life.
See? That's why there's speculation about
A
that.
comedian promises that he'll he'll a comedian promises that he's going to go out there and make you laugh along with him. My only promise is that I will try to entertain you as best I can. I'm not a comedian."
Right.
So, Andy Kaufman, not a comedian.
I used to say that when I first started.
Yeah,
I
you would say I'm not a
consider myself
comedian.
more like a
You'd say I'm not a comedian, and everybody go,
Bill
"Okay,
Hicks or a
damn
young
Skippy, you're not a
Carlin or
comedian."
something. Well, you know, a lot of jealous people said that to me.
Yeah. So that was this
Who's
week.
laughing now?
That was this week in comedy history.
Hopefully the audience.
This
What?
week. That was this week in comedy history. Oh no, we got some security alerts. No, I don't want to.
what'd you
hear
do?
this. I don't know. I don't want to hear about them
You
security
said the
alerts.
wrong words.
I don't know.
Richard Pryor, dudes.
Mrs. Onyx, look what she said. Maybe next week I can join you guys in person.
No.
His woman is here today.
I gotta work next Saturday.
So we're gonna be doing Friday.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Or
quit that
or
job,
Sunday?
So maybe I can quit that job and be here Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday, or Thursday or Friday.
I don't know.
Look, I'm doing it again. I'm having surgery on my nose in a month, and I keep messing with it because I've always, ever since I was like 8, I mess with my nose like that.
Richard Pryor, dudes. What does that mean?
He wants us to do a This Week in Comedy History for Richard Pryor, or Richard Pryor
Was
was
it
not a
Richard Pryor,
comedian.
Leo?
He ain't a lion.
thought he was
That's a
Leo.
reference to Deep Purple. Okay, so it's your
Somebody
turn.
said they can guest host. What does that mean? See, why are you always trying to butt in on somebody's thing, man?
Man,
You already had your date.
we'll
It is
have
season 2, though. Maybe we could have him back.
we'll
for
have
season 2.
guests on during season 2, but after the storm subsides, because week to week we don't know if we're gonna be here.
That's true, too.
Yeah, week to week we don't know if we're gonna be here.
Really mad I'm not going to be here next week.
I had a storefront scheduled yesterday and then didn't make it because there was snow.
Yeah, I can't.
I can't get out of my driveway when it snows. Okay,
Need a 4-wheel drive, man, or all-wheel drive or something.
it's time for your thing. Ready for it?
Break down, shake down.
It's time for
Everybody walks into the crowd.
the breakdown. Time to break it down.
Shake down.
Break it down.
Busted.
The hell are you you singing?
Bob Seger.
I don't know who that
Beverly
is.
Hills Cop.
Is Bob Seger that guy that redid that Metallica song, Turn the Page?
Oh, he's that Mason who sang the really hardcore, like,
Get it? He
ballads.
Redid,
Every song was a ballad.
He redid Turn the Page, the Metallica song.
That's right. I remember now.
Breakdown.
So, I have to do a breakdown of Smokey and the Bandit. I watched it with my wife, who hadn't even been born when the movie came out.
Okay.
So, like, she had seen it when she was a kid, I guess, because her dad watched it, whatnot. But she didn't really know what was going on. Like, there's some really dirty parts in the movie and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a very playful movie, but there's some dirtiness to it.
Wasn't the flying nun in that?
Sexually charged, yeah, she was.
Did she get naked?
That's where they met, I thought, but maybe they met before that.
Did she get naked in it?
No, she wears really tight pants and shows her butt. That's about it.
Does it show her bottom cleavage?
Or her nice bottom cleavage, though. I mean,
front lower cleavage?
No, she don't really have front lower cleavage. Anyways,
you like how I cleaned that up?
Yeah, but I mean, it's in the movie, so they don't really. They would probably, digitally labia that out. I mean, cut that.
Digitally edit it, yeah.
Edit that out.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Oh my gosh, my arm hurts.
So it was cute to watch the movie with her because she had a different kind of experience with it. And I enjoyed watching it. And she was unaware that Jerry Reed, the guy who drives the truck, Snowman, is the guy who did the album.
Yeah.
For Smokey and the Bandit.
The guy that stutters.
Well, he kind of does, yeah.
I mean, in real life, he stutters.
Oh,
He started singing because he stutters.
He didn't stutter when he sings very much.
He doesn't stutter when he sings.
And that one song he does, though.
He found out that if he sings, he doesn't stutter.
But he does it in that one song. It's almost like, whatchamacallit. Anyways, Jerry Reed, country singer. He was not an actor. He was a country singer.
Yeah. Like Kenny Rogers.
I'm trying to remember the story, but somehow he didn't just end up doing the album. He ended up being... That's what it was. He was a truck driver or something like that. I have to look it up.
In real life?
Yeah, in real life he was something like that.
Like he knew how to really drive a truck.
Yeah, so they were able to use him for that part. I'll have to look it up to be sure. But anyway, so we were watching this and I was telling her all about the album and whatnot. And she really dug it, I thought, to get watching it the second time around and not being a kid, So, and then of course, anyone who doesn't know Jackie Gleason in that movie, one of the things that he does, dude, it trips her out, bro, because she's not as old as the movie.
Yeah.
So in the movie, he's a jackass, right? And he's supposed to be, but like he gets away with more because of the time. Like there's a sheriff in the next county over or whatever, but it's a black sheriff.
Yeah.
And they get into the accident and the car goes into the creek. And here's one thing, and Jackie Gleason says to him, he's like, who's the sheriff and who's sheriff such and such who'd been talking to on CB? And the black guy's like, me. And he's like, funny, I thought you'd be taller from hearing you on the radio. He turns to his son as he's walking off. He's like, what's this world coming to, Junior? And she's like, oh. I was like, yeah, he was a bit of an ass.
That's the only thing you came out of that was?
Well, I don't know. It was just one of the parts that I found funny,
Dude.
She also did not finish the movie because she went to sleep.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
that's a way to put your wife to sleep. Car movies.
Well, she liked the car.
Except
Don't get me wrong. That was one of the things she really liked about the movie, I guess. And that was the other thing I forgot to mention.
My wife watches movies just for the cars.
Mm-hmm.
She'll point out all the cars in the movies.
Yeah, she's into cars. She's not into cars like your old lady, though.
No.
Your old lady's like, oh, that one, that one, that one, that one. I can't do that. But, Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Smokey the Bear. Jackie Gleason.
Smokey the Bear, Jackie Gleason. Yeah, we know you're trying to help us out.
Right
We
up your tailpipe.
Richie.
What?
We appreciate you, Rich King.
I know. Richie's, he's a comedy whore like us.
Or redneck pimp.
So.
That's it? The breakdown?
I guess that's going to be
seen
it.
that. I've seen that movie a couple
I don't know.
times.
It was weird, too, because it seemed like they cut out some of the F words.
You know what? They've been doing that lately.
Weird.
We have original copies of a lot of these old movies.
Mm-hmm.
And in the original copies of a lot of the old movies, they have a lot of stuff in them that would not fly today.
Out. Yeah, she was tripping out about that. I was like, you haven't seen
The
nothing
Shining.
yet.
The original The Shining. We got a copy of The Shining, and they used the N-word multiple times in the movie.
Well, they do in the book. I didn't even think about that.
And so I'm like, we're watching the movie, and I'm like, hey, they didn't edit that out yet. Because they're going to edit, dude, they're totally going to edit that stuff out.
I don't know what's about to happen with all that, but I can't wait to see how this turns out.
It's going to backfire. I'm telling you. Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you too, man. We should talk about this at the end. We'll talk about this at the end.
Which gets us to...
We'll do that for taking out the trash.
Outpost Survival Tip of the Week.
Booyah.
This week's Tip of the Week is cook kits. It's a good idea to have a cook kit in your bag. So we're going to go through some renditions of cook kits.
Okay, gotcha. So you got like a pan and a flame situation. And
originally, this was my cook kit. This was a grease pot from Walmart. It was like $4. I put the wooden handle on there because what was on there was plastic and it would melt.
Okay.
So I put the wooden one on there, just took the screw off and screwed it back on there. But
Smart.
Normally what you do with a cook kit is you put inside the cook kit or somewhere, you've got your stove, your cook kit, your like fire starter, tinder. I'll show you all the stuff later, but we're just going to go through the cook kits and then I'll show you my final one. Anyway, so this cook kit, the reason I liked it is because it's a grease pot and it has this strainer thing that comes in it, and it has holes in it. So when I wanted to make coffee,
so you do cowboy coffee.
I could just pour the hot water into something else and then pour the water over the coffee and it would percolate down through this. But it had a hole in it right there. So the grounds would get through that little hole. So I retired this one. So this one was pretty good. You can see it's been used quite a bit. So I retired that one. I have moved from that one. Oh, and then at one point in time I had this as part of my cook kit. Remember we saw this the other day? And it had my little stove, you know. So we had that in there. And then this was my next
stuff, man.
This is my next little cook kit that I had. And I took a pair of pants and I made this little sack. Took the pant leg. And this cook kit, it's a stainless steel grease pot, similar to that one, but it has a metal handle, and instead of holes in it, it's a mesh screen.
All right.
So you can put your coffee grounds or your tea in there and pour the water from this into your cup, and then pour it back into this, and it strains it. Or you can put this over the top of your cup and pour it over that. Either way, it helps you strain it, and it's big enough that I could put all my stuff in there.
Yeah.
To store it. Well, this one, those two were retired for that one was retired.
Weed butter, you know.
Yeah, that one was retired because of the hole in it. This one was retired because this handle, it took up so much more space in my bag because of that handle, which I didn't like. So I don't know if you know what these are used for originally. A grease pot. You know what a grease pot's originally?
Oh.
A grease pot's originally designed like when you cook bacon or you cook hamburger, you pour the grease into this.
Right, so it strains.
Then you take the solids out, and then you put this in the fridge, and you can use the bacon grease
to
cook other stuff with. Yeah. So that was cook. Now my latest cook kit is this one. This is my latest
pair of pants.
The same pair of pants.
Oh,
just a different leg. And I put these special strings on there. Sounds like somebody farting outside. Okay. This cook kit has everything. My stove and everything.
Oh, yeah, I like this. That's the thing you gave me.
So it has the legs for the stove in there. It has the stove. This is a hobo stick stove. By the way, I didn't mention the last time we looked at this. You can put a tent stake through these holes, a couple tent stakes, and put your alcohol stove or sterno in there, and it'll be closer to the pot and actually help you boil your stuff. So inside this, you've got two different things.
Like kerplunk.
So you got that thing. Inside there, you've got a cup. This is a Stanley cup. And this I bought for like $4, $5, something like that. It's just a cup, stainless steel cup. And I've used this to cook directly in this cup before. But then I got one of these. This is a Stanley pot. And when you open it up, the handle locks. It has measuring to measure your stuff in there. It has a lid that has a lip thing. Okay.
Yeah.
When you take the lid off, the lid fits on this cup also.
It's pretty intense there, Jeff.
So you've got your tea, matches, a lighter,
green tea,
some more
super antioxidant.
Smell that.
Interesting.
Fire starter kit. It's a ferricium rod and magnesium.
Okay, yeah.
This is tinder. Put some tinder in there. And then we got some string for tinder. This also, I use this if I want to hang something above my fire, I can hang it from string. And then I got oatmeal in the bottom of it. So I've got food and drink and everything in this thing. So you boil the water in that thing. It goes on that with the tent stakes. Put the tent stakes in there, and this. Oh, they can't see it. You put this tent stakes through there, and then you put that where the tent stakes go, and it'll sit there. Or you can throw tent stakes across the top if you want to, but I put them through the holes so they fit easier. And when you're done with everything goes back in like that.
Sort of. But yeah, close enough.
Well, it all goes back in there. And then you put your lid back on. And then you close this.
No, so you gotta turn it a little bit.
No, I gotta push this. This thing is in the way. This thing.
That's what I'm saying.
There. That. Like that. Now it's closed. And then you put that on there like that. Close the handle. And then you pop it down in there.
And you throw it in your bag, and you're ready to run.
And you throw it in your bag. So
from whatever's chasing you.
So the importance of having a cook kit is that you have everything you need in your cook kit for. Those are things I need to return to the store.
You got your receipts, Jeff?
Actually, they have receipts in there.
All right.
So the point of a cook kit, when you have your emergency kit, your bug out bag, your emergency stuff, you know, on the news,
commodities juice can.
On the news, they said, "Hey, there's a winter storm advisory. Why don't you have? It'd be advised if you're traveling, have an emergency winter kit, a winter emergency kit in your vehicle, which is like a bug out bag. So yeah."
Right.
An emergency kit, and part of that for me would be a cook kit, because if I'm sitting there for like 10 hours or 12 hours, I might get hungry. I might need some hot water or something. I mean, something hot.
You never know.
Yeah, that could be the difference between life and death.
Do what you gotta do. What you gotta do, man.
So that was the Outpost Survival Tip of the Week. This next segment is brought to you by Pizza Shop. Pizza Shop can be found in Kearney in the Orchland. By the way, it's Orchlands, and it's spelled wrong.
Okay. Orchland.
It's I had it right the other time.
Orchland.
It's E-L and Orchlands. Because it's Orchlands, but there's no letter between the L and the end. Gotcha. Orchlands.
Orchland.
So
Yeah.
pizza shop in Kearney in the Orchlands parking lot, in St. Joe in the Baskin Robbins parking lot, or in Savannah on the historic downtown square.
Right.
What's the segment called? 420. So you gonna
From
be talking
pizza to weed.
You gonna be talking about something?
Well,
Talk about it.
I thought I would talk about a little smoky treat.
Smokey. Did you notice I moved my microphone so I could see it better when I'm looking like that?
Yeah.
Since I'm over here more.
It turns out that there are stores everywhere.
Stores
you can
itself.
go and get your authorization to smoke marijuana legally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're everywhere.
Boy, that makes me mad.
I keep thinking that's like the perfect job for me, man.
What?
You know?
To work in a head shop?
Work at like a dispense. No, why would I work at a head shop? That's for people with tie-dyes, bro. No, I'm talking about like a dispensary.
Dispensary, yeah.
So I can talk to people about the weed, man. Because, you know, I care what kind of weed it is. What's it for? You know, I don't want to just sell people weed. I want to sell them some medical care.
You know a lot about weed?
I do know a lot about smoking.
How many joints in a lid?
Well, they don't sell lids anymore, Jeff. So
But how many joints in a lid?
I think it was 30, wasn't it?
2.
No,
That's a Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
2.
They had that one record, dude, that they had that huge rolling paper. It's so funny.
I have that
So,
at home.
yeah, so I told my wife that she should go and get her weed authorization.
Tinder. Uh-huh. Weed authorization.
Yeah.
To be a grower, to be a seller, to be a distributor,
To be a smoker.
to be a smoker. You mean to go to the green room?
Well, I think you have to have somebody grow it for you.
No, you know where the green room is?
Designate some. Where is it?
The green room apparently is this doctor's office that you go up an elevator to a green room.
Really? Because there's a movie called The Green Room, and I'm going to tell you what, that's not where it's at.
It's not where it's at.
No. Maryland Chambers. Green Room? No?
Oh, yeah.
Anyone? Ah! That's right. Anyways. So, that's pretty much my 420. I guess my point was that with my ability to turn marijuana into green gold, which is an old family recipe on how to make butter.
Butter, yeah.
With my ability to do that and my wife's ability to bake, I think we might have something there, bro.
Yeah.
And with everything being legal, I mean, if you just baked goods all the time, my gosh, dude, what kind of life would that be?
Dude, you could be like them Amish people that go to the
Man, you know
to
what?
the
See?
to the what are they?
My
The
wife
fairs.
was listening to
The
this.
fairs and stuff. Like
See?
we go to festivals and fairs a lot, and we set up a booth
That's
there.
all I'm
We
trying to
entertain there,
say, man.
and they always have them Amish people selling Amish whatever, Amish pies, Amish cakes, and I guarantee you, they ain't always Amish. They're dressed like Amish people. They may cut their beard like an Amish.
It's all right. I don't think I ever told you about that lady who came out to Uptown Arts Bar.
No.
Yeah, she used to come out and sell like brownies and whatnot. And it's so funny because I was telling my wife about this, and then next thing I know, maybe 2 months later, I'm out there doing a show for Dumb Skits, and
She's
this
there?
lady's out there selling brownies and whatnot and cookies, and it was pretty cool. And they were good marijuana cookies. They weren't knock you on your butt, can't have no fun because you passed out kind of cookies.
I told those Amish people across the street at the last festival that Amish prostitute joke, and they were actually real Amish, but they laughed at it anyway.
They probably did, yeah. All right, so so that's it. I had an idea for.
Don't talk
for
about the lady
business.
from the pizza shop like that. You don't know that's true.
What?
There's somebody. Don't do that because then people will know. Stop. Don't do that. Don't put that in that.
That she's a domestic, whatchamacallit?
Yes.
Why?
No.
Why would she be considered a domestic
Because she may or may not have voted for somebody that if you may or may not have voted for, then you are on some kind of a list because you may or may not have voted for this person.
Well, and I think that's part of what's going on here, isn't it?
Hey, we need to all come together and unite, except for you 74 million.
Except for you 75 million crazy people.
You're crazy. You need to be put in re-education camps.
Because, 80 million voted for Weekend at Biden's.
You know what, though? What kind of entertainment are they going to have at the re-education camp?
Sorry, see, we're already doing it.
I'd like to go to the re-education camp, hang out.
Is it 3 hots and a cot?
Yeah, well, I instead of 3 hots and a cot, it's 3...
yeah. 3, you know what, and a hot.
Yeah, I can't really say that. All right, so we're
hot
gonna
racking, baby.
We're gonna do our boom. We're gonna do our commercial.
What? How'd you like to eliminate your expensive cable bill
I'd
forever, or get new satellite
Mitchie,
internet
listen to
where
this
cable
one.
can't go? Well, now you can have affordable satellite internet service for a few dollars a day. All you need is a mini satellite installed, and you can have unlimited internet connections wirelessly in your home or office, and no cable boxes means unlimited connections and no clutter. You can surf the internet or stream any of your favorite television services with no cable. And the best part is, satellite internet service costs only a few dollars a day for your entire home.
Wait, give him the number.
Fast internet to surf or stream television for a few bucks a day. Call now for free details and learn how to drop your expensive cable bill.
800-430-8761.
800-430-8761.
800-430-8761. That's 800-430-8761.
All right.
That's funny.
We're having fun now, ain't we?
This week's Ghetto Chef, I didn't bring any props or anything. All I gotta tell you, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, in the box, these were some of the ingredients in the box. Okay, some packets of Parmesan cheese from some pizza place. I don't know, but they're in the packets. All right, there was some spaghetti noodles, there was some chicken, and there was some tomato sauce of some type. I don't know. Might have been pizza sauce, might have been spaghetti sauce, I don't know. Might have been from the pizza place, I don't know. So I took those ingredients and made chicken parm, spaghetti chicken parm. So I made spaghetti with the spaghetti sauce, put the chicken over the top of that after cooking it up. Then I put some Parmesan cheese over that and made spaghetti chicken parm. Ghetto spaghetti chicken parm. So if your commodities box has that,
other kind?
yeah, spaghetti chicken parm. So that was my Ghetto Chef. Boom. Prison rules.
Boom, done. All right, so for prison rules, I thought I would talk about the sibling combat, which is interesting because now my youngest is getting old enough to do jiu-jitsu, and the oldest is really enjoying jiu-jitsu, and I think part of the reason is because she gets to play and have fun without her sister being there. Because that's, they're always together now.
What genre?
What genre?
What genre of jiu-jitsu? Brazilian?
Oh, Brazilian.
Gracie?
Yeah, Brazilian. But Gracie is still Brazilian. It's just a slightly
modified.
Different. Yeah, slightly different because it's modified for MMA.
Well, it's Americanized.
They just go to jiu-jitsu class, and she's learning how to punch.
Just like that Wing from
Wing Chun.
From Bruce Lee and Ip Man was Chinese Kung Fu that they modified to be more Americanized.
No.
Because when Bruce Lee started teaching it, he changed some of the stuff.
Yeah, because he was teaching a different form of martial arts. He was working on a completely different
Wing Chun, which is a variation of Chinese Kung Fu.
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, Wing Chun actually was... Man, I'm going to have to look this up, but if I'm not mistaken, Wing Chun was designed by a female to fight larger opponents.
Yeah, something like that.
And then, of course, Bruce Lee was a smaller guy
Well, he got it
just
from
to fight.
Master Ip.
Yes, which he had to beg for apparently.
Yeah.
Because Master Ip didn't want to teach him.
Well, because Bruce Lee was
arrogant.
Arrogant and cocky.
But it turns out he was as fast can be.
Yeah.
And so he spent his life working on power.
So is your kid learning how to balance on broken tables and stuff?
No, but
I'll tell you this. How to go like this and break a hand.
My oldest is a wrestler. She's strong, dude. She's got real strong, big hands. And she is going to be a force when it comes to like judo and jiu-jitsu and whatnot. My youngest, she's totally a boxer, bro. She makes them freaking pads pop, dude. And I haven't really taught her anything except 1, 2, 3, you know.
Yeah, I remember that. 1, 2.
No, 3 is the hook.
That's what I said.
The lead
1,
hook.
2.
That's an uppercut.
Whatever.
Nice
1,
try,
2.
You remember that, do you?
Well, she's not supposed to do the uppercut.
No, that's what I taught her first, remember?
Yeah.
See? But really, the 3 is the lead hook, and then 4 is the cross hook. So anyways...
it's like dancing.
It's funny because he's trying to teach it to Kaylee, and she's kind of arm punching and whatnot, but Charlie doesn't do that. She just... He's just like, whoa! What just happened? Are you sure you're 5?
She doesn't pull. She doesn't pull them punches.
She does pull them. She pulls them like they're on a ripcord, dude. You're just like, what is going? And she gets all focused too, man. She's like, I'm like, oh my gosh. I love Charlie. She's a beast.
That's funny.
She's so cute, man. And they're Irish twins. They're only a year apart. I mean, close enough anyways in there.
Yeah.
So the 2 of them, they're just going to be competitive. So now, back to my point, I'm not sure what to do with them. Like the wife and I are talking about, we don't know because they have classes on Wednesdays too, right? So Saturday and Wednesday. Shout out to Cavemen MMA if you're in the South Kansas City, Raytown area, and you're looking for a good place to do MMA. Caveman's very good. Rudy's very good with kids. He's got his own kids in the class.
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. Well,
does he ride around with a radio in his basket of his?
That's not the same guy. That's a different guy.
Different Rudy?
Yeah, Rudy was the guy at Notre Dame, bro.
I knew it had something to do with sports.
Yeah, he was a little bitty guy who said he was going to play football for the Irish. And then senior year, he made the team. And then he didn't get to play because he was little and, like, he didn't have any real skills, you know. Yeah. But then he ended up getting in the game and playing or whatever. And I don't know. It was a really
I saw the movie once.
Feel good movie.
Yeah, I saw the movie
once. I think overblew it because I don't even know if he actually played in the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty strange.
Well.
Supposedly he lettered though, so I guess he must have played in a couple.
He had to have played in 1 at least.
No, I think it's 2. I think you have to play in 2 games.
I don't know because the water boy in some places gets a letter.
Yeah, it gets a lot of letters.
You know what I'm saying? The water boy gets a letter.
Yeah, he did. I don't even want to.
Wasn't he the water boy?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the water boy. That's not real. You know that, right, Tim? It's like a cartoon, bro. It's not real. It's like Santa Claus.
you went from okay. Back to Rudy.
Okay, back to Rudy. So Rudy Bears. So that's in Raytown. There's a little shopping center off 63rd. So
by Cherry Bomb.
It's a great place. Yeah, right.
Or the
Isn't
Legends.
that funny? That's where my first paid gig was. Is at the Cherry Bomb, and that is now the Legends of Comedy.
The Legends of Comedy.
I know.
Which
I really
makes me
want to
wonder,
go, but I'm always working.
Is it the venue called the Legends of Comedy, or is it a show called the Legends of Comedy in a bar? I'd love to know that.
It's a venue called the Legends of Comedy.
Do you remember when we used to?
And it's got like Bernie Mac and Richard Pryor.
Hey, you
and
gonna
a lot
go?
Of the top level black comics all.
You going to the Legends this weekend? Remember we used to. You going to Legends this weekend?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Legends this weekend. Hey, can I get a ride with you to go to Legends this weekend? Yeah, I'll give you a ride to Legends this weekend. Yeah, we were going up to Stanford and Sons at the Legends.
At the Speedway. Yeah.
Up by the Speedway.
Yeah, but no, that's gone, long gone.
Long gone.
Once Daddy went, and then they moved, and then once Craig went, it's over.
Yeah. Well, you ready for it?
And gone. What's up? What's next?
This next segment is brought to you by Pizza Shop. Pizza Shop can be found in 3 convenient locations. One in Kearney in the Orchlands parking lot. One in St. Joe in the Baskin-Robbins parking lot. One in Savannah on the historic downtown square. We actually had Pizza Shop the other day for dinner. We had the cowboy pizza with mushrooms. Which, okay, they don't actually...
what's the cowboy pizza?
They don't actually call it the cowboy pizza, but I grew up in Texas. It was called the cowboy down there, and some places called the cowboy. Pepperoni, sausage, and black olive, and then we added mushrooms to it.
Okay.
But the cowboy's normally pepperoni, sausage, and black olive, so we added mushrooms to it, and then we also had the chicken parmesan. No, chicken Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
And then we had cheese
though.
bread.
Chicken Alfredo. Was it good?
Chicken Alfredo. Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Well, no, the chicken Alfredo was pasta, not the pizza.
Oh, I thought they had a chicken Alfredo pizza.
They
Maybe
do.
I just missed it. Okay.
They do. I just didn't get that. I got the pasta.
Gotcha.
They also have sandwiches and
They have
salads.
Sandwiches.
And
See,
sandwiches
man,
and
I need
salad.
to get up there.
Oven roasted or oven toasted sandwiches, whatever. They cook them in the oven.
What?
Yeah.
How have I not been there yet?
Boom. So I went to the thrift store, and this one is going to be a very, very happening one, and it's going to take up a lot of room. You ready for it?
What is it?
So I went to the thrift store, and I found this
What is
thing
it?
back here. Oh, here it is. Found this thing, and this thing is used every day, every single day, by the cats or the dog. Somebody, the dog or the cats, dogs or the cat. It is.
Watch the microphone, sir.
It's a pop-up kennel for a dog, and it has the zipper, so you can put your dog in it.
That's not for a dog.
Yeah, this
That's
dog's
for
on it.
a
See?
really big cat.
Well, this is perfect size for our chihuahuas.
Maybe.
So what we did was we had a bed that we put in there that fits perfectly in this.
Mm-hmm.
And then our dog Susie, that's where she hangs out. She takes her little baby dolls. You know, like she has chew dolls, chew toys that she thinks are babies.
Okay.
So she'll take them in there, and she'll
How do you know what she thinks?
because she squeaks them, and then she's
And
she
then
loves
tries
on
to
them.
feed them on her nipple. And
She
stuff.
loves them like they're babies, because when she hears them squeak, and she's
Right.
really protective of them like they're babies.
Right.
And she puts them all in her bed in this thing, and then just lays there and hangs out with them.
Huh.
And then her brother comes over and chews the squeaky toy out of them
Interesting.
because he tears them up. He's like, and destroys it. Anyway, so our cat sometimes will go and sleep in the dog bed that's in this. And then when we have company over sometimes, and we want to keep the dog from biting people, you can take this with you to someone's house, put your dog in there, and your dog will hang out in there, and it won't bite them.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, I can't think of a dog I've ever had that would stay in that thing, but whatever.
it's a pop-up dog
it would
thing.
It would be tore up dog thing is what it would be.
It's like $3. It's
All
worth
right.
a lot more than that.
All right.
It's only $4. Boy, we're just blazing through this.
I know we're just blazing right through.
So yeah, and it has like a zipper, and it has like a padded bottom, and it's got mesh so you can see through it right here. See how you can see through it? Mesh on both sides so you can see through it. See through that? See through this? The mesh, and then the top you can't really see through. And then, I'll put it behind me. Look, if I put it behind me, you can't even see it. So we're preparing for this next segment.
Maybe.
Does she have a...
I don't know if she's coming or not.
Well, I need to know.
Why do you need to know? You got to
'Cause
put
that's
it
the
on
segment.
the thing. You got to put it on the list.
Comedy horror. Remember,
Well,
I
we
keep...
can do comedy horror.
See, there goes one right there. See, remember I kept saying I think there might be ghosts because
Yeah.
I keep seeing the... There they go. There
it
they go.
goes. I know. I've been seeing those forever.
Melissa said those are not ghosts.
They're not.
Because your office is filthy.
It's so bad you can see the dust flying
There's
around.
dust bunnies. It's filthy in here.
Funny.
Clean up after yourself. So what's the comedy horror this week?
Well, I brought the wifey with me.
Speaking of
this week, because I thought there's a chair right there. Yeah, if you want to roll it in here.
Yeah, leather chair.
So it turns out I am not the only comedy horror. Because on the way up here, she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get on radio and tell jokes." And then we get here and she's like, "Nah, I don't know if I want to
the
be
microphone can totally hear you. See, the microphone can totally hear her.
Okay.
All right, you want to slide
You
up
can
a
slide
little
up
bit?
a little
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
You guys might bite.
Get up here
Everybody's gonna love
between
you
us,
just like I do,
baby.
baby.
Get up here between us.
Oh, she's been drinking a little. See, I'm the designated driver, so it's just weed and water.
You know the crazy thing
She
is,
gets to drink alcohol.
this will be baloney on rye. We ain't
Wow.
we ain't white.
I
people.
know.
Baloney, like.
I don't know why he said the baloney thing.
Well, I could say roast beef, but then that would be kind of rude.
Spicy.
You know what I'm saying?
Pepperoni.
That'd be really rude.
It's not true either. So
Look,
we
look,
don't
a
know that.
female.
Yeah.
See the
I know
show.
this is great, right? Married with comedy. You
Married
can see
with
that we
comedy.
actually
And
have.
there's a female.
Finally.
Actually
married
are married.
with
Proof.
comedy.
Proof
Female.
that we're married.
Proof that I have a
Yep.
beard.
You have a beard.
More than one.
too.
He got a twofer special.
Anyway,
Love you, baby.
I got a ring too.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
I know, I'm
Mine's
supposed to get
tattooed.
mine,
Yours is
but-
permanent.
Yeah,
Mine-
I need to
Did you ever
get
see my
one.
tattoo on my arm?
Oh no! Don't start breaking
This
stuff
isn't that
out,
kind of
man.
a show. I thought this was
This
a.
is not. This is not that kind of show. No.
Just because I'm drinking, Jeff. doesn't mean
Just
I wanna
remember,
see all
your
that.
wife's gonna be here next week. So.
You know what I might do? I might move.
We have to do it on Friday next week.
I might
by
move
the way.
this screen over to that side and move this over here, and then that way, I don't have to
I feel
keep
like
looking
I'm
over here.
ping-ponging between the two of you
like-
instead of looking at the camera.
Like
I know it's weird. I try to act like it's not even there.
Like
that
that.
way I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
But
then
I'm
take
so
this
used
one
to looking at people when they talk.
over here.
I know.
There. Now when we're looking at that, I can see my control room. And all I have to
Wonderful.
Glance over here to see the chat room. See, we have 3 different chat rooms. We have this chat, and we have this chat, and then we have that chat. So why is she the comedy horror segment?
What do you mean? She was all about it, boys. I'm telling jokes. I'm cracking them jokes. I'm gonna steal the show.
You
And
know
then
what's
we
funny?
get here, and she's like, "I'm gonna go play video games in the
She
chair."
can't
in the
hear
corner."
what we hear. You ready? Ready?
What's your name, scumbag?
Well, what's your name, scumbag?
I feel like I'm being set up right
Did
now.
What's your name, scumbag?
Oh,
hear
I
that.
can't. I barely heard it that time. Yes.
You want to put
Here.
those on?
Yeah. Only to hear that part.
I have to talk to people.
Ready?
Actually,
Ready?
here, take my drink.
That's not how you talk to people.
Yeah, you
this
don't-
is how you talk.
This
to
is how I
people.
talk to people.
All right, but now I can hear everything.
What's your name, scumbag?
All right. So
Yeah,
I'm
what's your
Sarah.
name, scumbag? Sarah?
This is my sweet, sexy Sarah.
His little sidekick.
Yeah. I
No,
got that
not
on
really.
tape. It's
You're
too
my
late.
sidekick.
It's too late. I got it on tape.
He's her sidekick?
Yeah.
Or she's his sidekick?
This is 2021.
I'm
I
his
could-
main thing, baby.
Yeah, I know, and it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Mhm.
He gets real excited when you call. It's Hefe. Why do you call him the boss?
Actually, main thing with the
It's a double
wang.
entendre. I don't call you that.
I'm the main thing
Oh, you
with
cupcake.
the
I
wang.
mean, oh, there goes another one of your little dust bunnies
Outstanding.
Yeah.
flying across the screen. I saw that one. That was a huge one, dude.
I'm telling you, it's a ghost.
I think you're right. I think it's like
Ghosts.
the little illuminated balls that make the crop circles. You ever see them?
Yeah.
They're like,
It's-
oh, hey, that was made by a
Yeah, that's
UFO
what's in
overnight.
here.
But then it's these like little orbs that go
It's,
around and make
it's the ghost
frickin'
of
sacred
it's the ghost
geometry.
of the Isthmus of Panama.
Yeah,
Is it Isthmus of Panama?
I don't even remember.
Isthmus. It's the ghost of an
This is
isthmus
such
of
an
past.
educational show.
Oh yeah, it's great. No idea what the fuck.
Did you hear
Geography.
Did you hear the This Week in Comedy History earlier?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Right.
Yes, you hear it.
I only watched it for the car also.
So, what do you think of our little show here?
I think this is interesting. I feel like you guys might need some posters or something.
Well, the reason we don't
Hey,
Color.
glow-in-the-dark
A little bit of
posters.
color.
is because that's supposed to dim the light,
Yeah.
and
we
that's
had a problem
supposed to
with
reflect the
reflection.
light.
Yeah.
So he's
And
trying
that
to.
muffles the sound, and this muffles the sound, and that muffles the sound. I'm supposed to put one up there to muffle the sound. Do you like
How
that?
much sound are you muffling during?
Well,
What all are you
Well,
doing
if you
back
want-
it
there?
creates a little bit of
one of
a-
us can go upstairs and flush the toilet. You can hear the sound that we're muffling.
No.
When the air conditioner comes on, you can hear it. If you don't muffle it,
Wonderful.
yeah, muffling,
Muffler.
Yeah.
Muffler.
muffler.
Like a car, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Less
So-
expensive than a car muffler.
Hey, darling.
Well, and it's less dangerous. You can't just suck on that kind of muffler. And
After this segment, we're gonna do a break, and then we're gonna do the pathetic pet, and then we're gonna do comedy judo. So if you can get ready with that later, get that ready, woman.
what? Oh, your wife.
I'm talking to you, my lady.
Yeah.
Why would I call your woman darling?
I don't know.
I thought you were talking to him.
Is she?
There you go. She's got to be here for pathetic pet of the week, bro.
Did you ever tell her about that lady, the darling lady? That I said, thank you, darling. Did you ever tell her about that?
I don't know. I don't tell her all your stories.
You
man.
want
I
me to
can't
tell her?
keep up this shit.
Might as well
See?
tell me now.
Whatever. So this little lady dropped money in the
Not supposed to
donation
cuss.
box,
Yeah.
and I said,
Trying
I'm
to get
not-
church sponsors. Yeah.
"Thank you, darling." And she goes to her car, comes back, and says, "Oh, I was gonna let it go, but I can't let that go. You don't call me darling. You don't have permission to call me darling. I'm not your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. You don't know me, and you can't force your male patriarchy on me."
That's right. Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm the son of a Native American migrant worker, and our tribe taught us to
Little
respect all
spirits
women
bouncing around.
and
It's
to
the
refer to
same
women in
Look.
to
Look
re-
it.
to refer to women in terms of endearment such as hun, sweetheart, and darling, and that's why I refer to you as darling. And if you have an issue with it, you can take it up with our tribal council." She said, "Oh, I am so sorry. Please allow me to apologize. Thank you for revealing to me my white
crazy.
privilege."
Wow, she fell for that shit.
Yeah. No, that's true. Everything I told her was true.
Uh-huh.
That's all true. 100% true.
Really? You
Yeah.
were taught to call people hun
Hun and darling and
and
sweetheart.
darling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was this like a...
I had to have the same
Texas
conversation with
Native
her, so I don't know.
Well, I grew up in
Oh, look,
Texas,
there
and
it
I,
goes again.
Okay, that makes a lot more
I grew up in
sense.
Dude, that
Texas, and I told her
Because
that I grew up in
darling and hun,
Texas.
yeah,
Listen,
that's
man,
a southern...
whatever that is not just the regular little dust bunny flying around here. That thing is
Look.
plowing through here.
That's,
There it goes.
There it goes again. Telling you.
If you watch the screen right there, every once in a while you'll see
This is
something
Onyx.
fly through.
I've been watching, dude, like while you guys were chatting, like 4 or 5
I'm gonna like
times.
dip and dodge and dive.
Dip, dive, duck, dodge.
Hey, since you're the comedy whore segment,
Are we
Yeah.
taking donations now?
what else are you going to talk about? Just that she's a comedy whore?
He's a comedian because I chose not
She's
to
not.
be a comedian.
She's not a comedy whore in the
right.
sense that she takes money at comedy
She
shows.
didn't
'cause
realize I'm a comedic
I tried to
genius.
pay her, but she said, "No, it's on the house, darling."
Yeah.
Hey,
And then
don't
he
call
schooled
him
me on not
darling.
calling him
You
darling.
don't know him.
I said, "You don't know me."
You
Using
weren't
your
raised like me.
Using your female matriarchy on me.
Where are you from? Texas?
Showing his
Texas.
Native American privilege.
Ain't but 2 things. Do you have that one on there from Harley?
No.
Ain't but 2 things come from Texas, boy.
These are the only 2 I can play. That other one I can't play because he has the F word.
Oh, that's
We're not supposed to say that.
That's what
No.
I said. We're not supposed to
Fudge.
cut.
So
Oh.
in this segment, comedy whore, we're gonna be like,
We're an hour in, and I'm like,
You can say whore, but not the S
no, that's the wrong
whore's in the
one.
Bible.
Where's the
word.
one?
Okay. Oh.
Where's the one we were doing?
Apparently, you can call them whores and throw stones at them back in the days.
So you gotta have some horror music for comedy horror.
Bow, chick, bow, bow. I can't hear it, so whatever.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear it.
Oh.
I can.
Sorry.
It's great. You're moving perfect to the music.
You were? He
Yeah,
was.
he was. He was moving.
Well, he used to be a
it.
stripper.
Yeah.
Like-
he won't tell me
like
what his stage
last
name was.
week. He was a stripper last week.
I was not.
I'm pretty sure his stripper name was an ice cream flavor.
She knows when I strip because I come home with a lot of ones.
Yeah. I was working a booth again, baby.
So you better hook that
See if I
up.
can find me.
You working that
see if I can find me
booth. You
some
work
ones.
it, baby.
Sound find me some ones. Okay, so do we go to the break and then come back into the pathetic pet of the week?
I'm not going to be the
That'll
comedy
work.
whore and the pathetic pet
Thank
of
you,
the week.
darling, for being ready.
Look at see.
We're gonna do a break, and then we're gonna do a pathetic pet of the week, and then we'll do the comedy judo. So
Damn.
And then we'll do taking out the trash.
Your wife's
Which-
allowed to cuss on the text line?
Yeah.
no. She called me a female dog, which is not a cuss word.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, because we're doing pathetic pet of the week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, do your break.
which one do you want to do? Let's do this one.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now
We don't
give it
mute
away
these
and help the
during the
vets.
commercial.
They really need your help.
They do.
And your car
Look.
will help support the
Send
vets
the
and their
car.
families.
Brought his
And guess
friends.
what? You even get a tax
get to keep
donation.
the
Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all
For
you've got to
free.
do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time
Call
to
now.
do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help.
1-800-218.
So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of
Here we
your
go.
vehicle.
more
Help the
numbers.
vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-218-9520. 800-218-9520. 800-218-9520. That's 800-218-9520.
He always changes it again.
I'm glad I was here for that because out there hearing the two of you say that in unison, it's almost creepy, like Red Rum. And you were talking about The Shining, so then it was
That's
like,
great.
ooh.
The Shining. So today's pathetic pet of the week. You ready for it? Today's pathetic pet of the week is
Jeff. Oh, not Andy Kaufman. Definitely not. Is that it?
please welcome Bronx to the show.
Yeah, Dogs
This
by
is
Devin.
Bronx.
Is he cross-eyed?
Bronx.
Okay.
Bronx
is pissed.
Bronx is like, hey, check
some
me
shit.
out. I got some spots on me and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm hiding in the cage. Help me, and stuff. And he's like, hey, somebody like adopt me or whatever.
That dog is high.
Bronx is a
Staffordshire.
Staffordshire Bull Terrier mix in Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow.
He's a young male, medium
Is that how they
size.
get around the pit?
He's healthy, spayed or neutered. They can't be spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
They're spayed or neutered. So he's been
Depending
fixed.
on which gender pronoun they go with.
Does that look like he's good in a home with children?
But it doesn't say he's good in a home with adults.
Good in a home with children. Prefers a home without other dogs.
Alright. meet
How does
Bronx.
Here, you
I
can
know
read
what
that.
He prefers.
This medium-sized guy is as smart as they get. He's between 1 and 2 years old. Bronx is a very people social. We are happy about this because he had a rough start in life. He's been hand-picked by a trainer, has been put through obedience training. Yeah, that sounds rough. And is said to aim to please and is a quick study. He's a handsome guy and is ready to learn what a cozy house feels like. If you're looking for a loyal, respectable companion, here he is. Guess him to be a Staffordshire Terrier or mix. We don't know what that means. Bronx lives with children and is said to do well with them. We are only accepting applications for Bronx with the following. Must have a privacy fence 6 foot or taller because pits can jump. No neighboring dogs because we know he doesn't like houses with dogs
Not
or
even
houses next
neighbors
door
with dogs.
with dogs because,
I
well,
get that.
he's a Staffordshire
No
Don't
children
like
under the
neighbors with dogs.
no children under
in
the
the
age of
home
12
under the age of 12. Wait,
because he
I
can
thought-
eat them.
Wait, I thought it said he was good with children.
Yeah.
Children
confused.
over the age of
Teenagers.
12.
With teenagers.
Good with teenagers. Bronx is not okay with other pets, but great with people. He has a strong prey drive. I'll bet he does. Bronx was recently adopted to a family with young children. He does great with kids, as long as they're not under 12. But a child walked Bronx out front since they had no fence, and Bronx proceeded to get loose when he saw a small dog running at large, which is probably how they ended up with Bronx. Bronx needs an adopter that will make sure something like this never happens again. Bronx is a truly remarkable dog and needs to be set up to succeed. Interested? Please visit dogsbydevon.com/adoption application to complete our quick online adoption application. His adoption fee is $170 and includes neuter, microchip vaccines, heartworm test, deworming,
court costs,
and an offer of pet health care
attorney's
insurance
fees.
Can I get my husband neutered for $175?
Dogs by Devon.
Why are you getting me neutered?
I feel like his first family were quitters.
Dogs
he
by
got
Devon.
out once and you gave him back.
816
That's so sad.
298-9997. Dogs by Devon. $175 attorney fees. Because this dog got loose. This dog right here,
he went after a
Must be
small
willing
dog.
to pay all future court costs.
I'm innocent and stuff.
Got strong prey drive. Yeah, that means if you run, he will chase you.
Telling
Look like that.
Bronx.
Bye, Bronx. Good luck, buddy.
Crazy stuff. What was I going to say about that?
He's still young, too.
There's something over here I was going to say
If
something.
you ever want to get rid of your chihuahuas, though, you go adopt a Bronx.
Did you know there's an
You'll be good to
obedience?
go.
There's an obedience
Just
school
teach him that
Take care of the evidence.
upstairs.
What?
In this building, there's a guy that teaches dog obedience training in the building upstairs.
You gonna put your chihuahuas in that?
No.
Oh.
Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas don't do obedience.
You should. No.
What was it you I was talking to you that Chihuahuas are like they have those big ears? They're specifically designed with those big ears to not listen to you.
I'm sorry, what?
Chihuahuas are designed with the big ears specifically to not listen to you.
To listen to other things?
No, just to not listen at all.
At all?
They're like, I heard you.
It allows in too much noise from too far away.
Get in the house. Get in the house. And the dog will look up.
Yeah.
I told you to get in the house. Yeah, I could hear you because I got these big ears. I just don't want to listen. Dude, my neighbor
dog
thought...
doesn't like it when you call her darling.
my neighbor thought that one of our dogs' name was Cookie because she's fat. She has a tummy monster. And she when she gets outside and I want to get her back in the house, I yell Cookie, and she comes running back to the house. When she got out of the yard off of the leash and took off running to his house, and I was running across his property, Cookie, Cookie. He goes, "Did you ever catch your dog Cookie?" I go, "No, her name's Susie."
He's like,
"Why are you calling her Cookie?" I go, "Because she likes cookies."
So that's how I get her back in the house when she runs.
But you know what she likes more?
Because she has a strong prey drive, like Bronx.
Do you know what she likes more than cookies? Cat food, which is on his front doorstep at like
that's hilarious.
a quarter mile away, and she knows where this food is a quarter mile away.
Of course she does.
She went there once, and she knows exactly, like, if she gets off
her
leash.
hearing is so bad, her smelling is extra special.
There's two directions she goes when she gets off leash. Through the woods to that guy's house to get the cat
river
food.
and through the woods.
Or straight down the road
house we go.
toward the highway. She'll either go through the woods or she'll go down the road, up the road toward the highway.
Oh,
we had an Australian Shepherd that got out,
Take
and
her
I
about
chased
30
her
minutes to
at
get
night
there, won't it?
and almost ran into a little pond that was in the house back behind our addition, chasing her. And I had to go all the way around it because they just had a little bridge over it for their driveway. And then a week later, we learned that if you don't chase her and you just stand at the door, she runs complete circles around the duplex until she gets tired and then stops and comes back. That was a good thing to learn.
All you had to do was wait.
Yeah, all you had to do was stand at the door and wait, and she would come right back. But if you chased her, you'd be running in circles. She's like, "Oh, you're not going to chase me? Okay."
When I make my little shelters outside, because I spend the night in the snow outside sometimes, and I'll make my little.
Sounds like fun on a Friday
I'll make my little
night.
shelter out there, and if I'm laying out there, and in the morning, if I don't wake up early enough, the dogs will wake up Melissa and say, "Oh, we want outside." So she'll open the door. They'll come running outside, straight into that shelter to jump all over me. They're like barking at me and whimpering and stuff. Where were you all night? Like freaking out.
I doubt that's what they're saying.
When I come home,
the one with the tummy monster's like,
the
"Where's
one
my
with
bacon?
the one with the tummy
Where's
monster.
my bacon?"
When I come home, she squeals like she's dying.
Where's
She's
my
like,
cookies?
and I'm like, I have to pet her and stuff. She's like, like freaking out that I'm home. Like she loves me, hardcore. She's like,
sounds like it.
Yeah.
She wants to hang out.
Mula's like that.
Yeah, Mula's
Yeah.
really weird.
That dog makes the best sound.
So it's time for. Yeah, let me get my pad of paper.
Especially when you're giving it a Dutch
You have your
rudder.
pad?
Whatever. Don't be jealous
Do
of
you have
the
your
dog.
pad?
You've gotten more action than I have.
You have your pad of paper? You need
He's
one?
got more bitches in his table. Oh, sorry. Am I allowed to say
Oh, no.
that word?
You're not supposed to say that unless you're talking about. Oh yeah. You're
I
talking
am actually talking about female dogs in this case. So,
All right. I don't know if you want to try this, young lady.
if I want to try what?
No.
Comedy Judo.
That was gonna be your paper.
Here, give her a pad of paper.
Why
No,
am
that's
I
my pen.
doing- Okay.
You
Oh,
do the
now
paper.
I got COVID from your pen.
Here's
Oh.
a pen. All right. So we're gonna see a picture. We gotta write a joke
We're ready, darling.
or a caption, whatever you want to write. Just
This
write something
is
funny.
comedy judo. Comedy judo. So, boing.
Boy.
Remember that was last week.
Oh gosh.
This was last week.
What?
Turtle.
We wrote turtle jokes about that one last week. So we're ready for the photo whenever you are, darling.
This chihuahua had a turtle head poking out.
I wonder if she can hear us.
Who?
My
Mrs. Onyx?
female.
I don't know.
Give us a sign
said,
if you're
"I'm
out
ready, babe."
there.
Oh,
Reconnect.
maybe she was talking about.
Give me the beat, boy, and suit my soul.
Yeah,
I
she was
wanna
ready.
get
And then
She's
my
ready.
girl.
I'm ready.
tired of waiting.
Wait. I thought she was ready. What happened, Mrs. Onyx?
Time.
Falling asleep.
Time.
That's what I would be doing if I were at home right now.
Right. You're gonna be falling asleep on the way home. What are you talking
That or getting nauseous. Who knows?
Nauseous.
Yeah. That's what happens when I let my husband drive my
about?
car.
Nauseous.
It makes me
Nauseous.
uneasy.
So we're waiting for my lovely lady to upload the picture. Now sometimes
so.
the chat doesn't allow you to do it.
Oh, that's horse manure.
Sometimes the chat doesn't allow her to do it.
It's a picture of. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's always some
Picture.
kind of weird picture. It's pretty cool.
We let her pick the picture, and then the point of this segment is my wife sends a picture, and then we write a joke. We have 60 seconds. It used to be called 60-second writing session, but we changed it to comedy judo because 2 comedians entered the dojo, and they write a joke about the picture to see who is more talented at our skill.
At first we did that. Then we got tired of me winning. So
Is that what happened?
he always makes me go
There you
first
go.
because I do like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we
Right,
go.
really fast.
Here we go. Let's go out to the chat thing, so people can say, "Oh, I need to." Yeah, comedy judo. Go back out of the chat thing. Here we go. Can they see that? Why don't they see that? Chrome. I'm in Chrome. Why can't they see that?
I don't know.
Why can't they see it? Okay, if you guys want to see it, go out to the chat thing. It's supposed to be showing up right here, bro. Well, I don't care. My thing is not working properly. If you guys want to see it, go into chat.kccomedy.com, and you'll see what we're talking about. But right now, we're going to be doing comedy judo about this. Did you already start? I'm so much slower than you, bro. You're not even going to be able to hear the music. What are we going to do? Which one? We'll do this one. There we go. And the music stopped.
Did it?
Okay.
Alright, I'm good. This is neat when we get other people to do it.
No way.
He said, no, wait. Jinxie!
Can you milk it?
Boom. Here we go.
Okay.
Jinxie!
You know what's really sad?
No, what's really
Is-
sad?
For some reason, it's not showing up on here.
Well, that is pretty sad.
I wonder
if you
why
ask
it's not
me.
showing up.
Bang. There it is. No.
I'm trying to move. There we go. Okay.
Chrome.
Pretty cool, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. It's
Yeah.
bothering me. Oh well. For some reason, Chrome is not showing up like it's supposed to.
Well, it doesn't
Stupid.
matter, right?
Yeah, it
she
did-
said I sent it on time. Guess it didn't load on your end.
Yeah, it didn't load on my end.
Well, it's a load on his end. Let me tell you
and
what.
it's not loading on my end properly. Okay, so about this picture that nobody else can see, what'd you write?
Well, you know me. I put for a caption. This is what happened when I tried to flush my goldfish. Almost lost my cat too. Tried to go in after it.
Yeah.
And then I put cat's name, Lou, because it rhymes with number
There.
2. You ever hear that commercial?
There.
Lou's like you.
He
He's on
takes
number
meds, too.
Yeah, and he takes meds too. Anyways, okay. And then for the joke I wrote, I installed a bidet in my house. Now my cat is using it to clean its fur.
Look, I made it show up. Look,
I have one that goes the opposite.
I made it.
That's funny.
I made it show up.
You want to go next? Good.
Look, I made it show up.
Me?
Stop.
You
Look,
did
I made
great.
it show up. Look, I made it show up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Speaking
You
of
want to
bidet,
go next, or you want her to go ahead?
I actually have a bidet. I installed a bidet with hot and cold and running water. Your turn. You
I don't
wrote
know if
captions
I
or did you write
trust
jokes?
the hot
I told her
water
just to
coming
write some
straight
funny
from the
stuff.
line. I just wrote a little punchlines. I put practicing potty training for when we have kids but can't seem to get him to wipe. Coffee mixed with catnip gave Mr. Whiskers the runs. And when I take my cat to my friend's house and there's no litter box. He's very polite.
But
Let's
mine
consider it kitty.
mine is a. He's not gonna be able to hear it, but you can.
Here. Oh.
You can. This just in, news brief. Nancy Pelosi has just introduced a new impeachment resolution. Pictured here is what's in the resolution. A cat taking a dump in a toilet, and this picture still has more substance than the actual resolution. Boom. Boom.
That leads into taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash.
My,
He already did.
my.
Boom.
I gotta
Taking out the
say.
trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we might as well just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
How dare you? Just
No,
because
I was
I'm
talking
wearing
about
gray.
Republicans.
Oh.
The elephant. Duh.
There's a Republican in here? Just kidding.
It's like I say, the problem is Republicans stole the name. Those people ain't Republicans.
Yeah, they're
Republican
rhinos.
is synonymous with constitutionalist.
Constitutionalists.
Boom.
You know, most people who voted for Trump
Mm-hmm.
are more so independents, Tea Partyists, constitutionalists.
Not really. I mean, a lot of Republicans
Fiscal
like his
conservative.
Yeah,
I think
he
they're
was.
Presbyterian.
He see at least before COVID, because I mean, you know, they passed stimulus bills or whatever, but at least before COVID, they really, you know,
Some lady
had fiscals.
found a wallet at the store, and she said, "There's money in this wallet. If you could tell me how much and what denomination, how many bills and what denomination they are, I'll let you have the wallet." And I said, "Well, there's 2 Pentecostals, a Baptist, and a Catholic. By the time you actually read this, the Catholic will be converted by either the Baptists or one of the Pentecostals." Get it?
Did she give you
Denomination?
the wallet?
No.
How rude.
Sounded like He earned it to
denomination. So, so
Yeah, I
you
don't
think
know,
it's
man.
ridiculous? You think it's ridiculous? You think
Well,
so?
I'll say this. Let me say this to you, okay? I don't understand how people don't remember what happened over leading all the way up until all of this, because it's like I told you, in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, before the George Floyd mess, they were already in the streets protesting.
Yeah.
They were protesting the lockdown orders. And if it wasn't for Antifa and all the Black Lives Matter domestic you-know-whats burning down cities, would have been a whole different kind of deal, right? I mean...
We can't say the T word or the F word?
Yeah, I don't know.
F and T's? How do we say that?
I
Jeff
don't
has a
understand.
third butt
I don't
crack.
understand how the president makes a speech, a singular speech.
No, he didn't though.
I don't understand how he did make the speech. I was listening to it, and I'm the one who told everyone that he said peacefully right there in the speech.
But you
How
did
do we
you
go
see the
from a
time?
cat pooping on a toilet
Did you see the
to
timestamp? Because this is
political
taken off track.
poverty? Okay.
But he was still doing the speech when people were breaching the.
Well, I'm
Capitol.
saying, yeah,
Yes.
he wasn't even on stage yet when people got to.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He wasn't even on stage
But
yet when they
even
got
better,
there.
Even better, check this out. When he said his speech, because I actually went back and listened to the speech, I did not read the transcripts. He literally says, "I know you folks are planning to march to the." So he's already knows that's what they're planning to do, and he says peacefully and patriotically.
Yeah.
As if to say, hey, but by then they were already breaching.
Yeah.
Here's the funny part, dude.
So they're
The
blaming the
Crypt
dude
Keeper.
for something that happened that never even happened.
This is what I'm going to tell you. I think it has to do with the Crypt Keeper losing her laptop. She has lost her laptop and she doesn't know where to find it. And the funny part is she's trying to impeach the president because she thinks he's the one behind it. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I think that they're trying to impeach the president because there's creating.
How do they do that so
they're
fast?
creating a precedence to impeach someone else for
We
words that they
talked
said.
about this before.
Yeah.
We talked about this before because when they said they caught Trump on the phone.
We're gonna get totally banned. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
when they
telling
said they caught Trump on the phone, they caught Biden on the phone.
you. Yeah.
Bullying leaders.
They use phones? That's
Yes, he's on.
That's anti-Amish.
And then they've got Barack Obama right now too. All this information that's coming out. I don't know what's happening, but if they impeach the guy, he's liable to just let out everything. Declassify
He's
everything.
gonna release a video on TikTok because it's the only thing he's not banned on
He's
yet.
banned on TikTok.
Is he?
He's banned on everything.
Man.
And let me
Poor
say that to
guy.
you. How does that
Can't get a
happen?
Facebook
How does a
like.
guy get banned from every social platform? And the funny part is,
And he's the president.
they've been caught and were in front of Congress having to testify because they had already banned him from these social platforms without cause.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Let's
they're
just
not
say-
government.
okay,
and
look.
see,
You
listen.
would
Rob
They
gets
should have been
banned from
selling our
Facebook
information.
at least once a week.
I got
That's
banned for
nothing
72
new.
hours.
You would
Like,
you would
For
consider
planting-
yourself
for-
maybe
I
a
understand
conservative.
I've
You
had
believe in the
banned
free
for
market?
72 hours.
My politics are conservative. I am a little less into the free market side of it. I think that if you allow markets to go free, then you have stuff like the ingredients list doesn't get done, right? And they just basically say, look, you eat it or you don't.
See,
That's your own business.
My viewpoint
And
on it
if you
is
start talking about companies or private companies and they can do whatever they want, then I will say to you this, then why'd everybody pitch a stink? All these libertarians freaked out because Facebook and Twitter and all these people were selling our digital information.
That's not where I was going. What I was going with is that when there is a vacuum created in any market, when there's a vacuum created in a market,
right?
It's
Okay.
filled by another company that fills that vacuum.
Usually, yes.
So if there's that was what
services that
Parler
are
had
needed,
done.
right.
Parler saw a vacuum that had been created,
And then
so
they
they
got
were
shut down.
filling. Yeah, they were shut down. But did you hear what that internet company did? I can't remember where it was. I think it was in Minnesota or Wisconsin or some junk like that. There was an internet company that said, we're going to ban, the internet company banned Facebook, Twitter, and Amazon, all their servers from their internet service.
Why would you ban it?
So then those
They're
people,
losing money too.
so Facebook, Twitter, and Amazon then sued that other company because they said you are a utility. You're a public utility.
That's what they want to be considered.
And they said,
stupid.
we're a public utility just like you are a platform. You're a forum. If you're a public forum, then you can't censor people.
Right.
And if you censor people, then you're not a public forum. So just like you're saying that we're a utility, well, we're doing exactly what you're doing. So you fit within your definition of what you are. We'll fit within the definition of what we are. Take us to court. We'll just bring this all out in the court system.
It's weird, right?
So what I'm saying is that there's going to be the void that is
along.
created is going to be filled by something, and there's going to be a massive backlash. There's going to be a massive
already
backlash.
Lots of people jumping ship. Dan Bongino already jumped ship. The radio show hosts are all leaving these platforms. They're all just jumping ship. And the funny thing is their money is going downhill. And the best part about it all, is that they are literally going out to Uganda. I were over there anyways, it's beyond me. But they are mad that Uganda is censoring people on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube because they have elections coming up. Now, if that's not the biggest horse hockey ever, and certainly the idea that that you can do it, but only if you support Democrats, just cracks me up.
What happened to freedom of speech and everybody has a right to their opinion? Did
No.
that just go straight out the window?
Technically, that's the government.
No.
Cannot restrict freedom of speech if you read the First Amendment.
No, but they did. They're starting to.
Right, but their argument is that they're a private company.
Also, though.
So that they're not bound by the First Amendment, that they can control their content because they are an entertainment.
But did you hear what they said at the House of Representatives?
Whatchamacallit, like the NFL.
You're not supposed to use gender specific language, and you could be fined or whatever. And the next day, Nancy Pelosi goes in there and she goes, as a woman and a daughter and a grandmother, and she names all these gender specific
that's
stuff.
So funny.
It's like wait. You can say that, and it all came about because amen, which has nothing to do with gender.
She was saying that to convince herself that she's a woman.
I don't know what that. Listen,
but here's the thing.
Did you see that she was drunk during the impeachment? Can you believe that?
All of the people.
She couldn't be sober for like her big moment. She couldn't be sober once.
All of the people that wanted to get women out of.
That was your big moment. Would you want to be?
All the people that wanted to get women and women empowerment out of politics. All they had to do is change the language. You can't say women empowerment, women suffragette.
You can't say.
They can't say any of those because you can't use the word women anymore.
But you can say women
people
and a men and women.
People suffragette.
Individuals.
For
I've been prepped for this type of language.
Idaho.
Check this out. Check this out. You ready for it?
What company?
When you remove gender from everything, they eliminate the gender pay gap argument. Because if they can't have an argument about the gender pay gap, if they can't have an argument about gender pay gap, because they can't have an argument about gender, so there is no longer a gender pay gap. Because if there's no longer men and women in Congress, then they can't have. The company was in Idaho. Thank you, darling.
I know, that's what I was trying to point out.
Yeah. Which they have to change Idaho now.
To Udaho?
To
No, it can't say ho because that's specific to women.
Educated, underprivileged person.
Yeah, we will. We'll have to change.
Instead of Idaho, it's Ida prostitute.
Ida working
Ida
girl.
Prostitute. Yeah.
Ida working woman.
It can't be prostitute either. It's
That's
Ida person in the sex trade.
Prostitutant.
Willing volunteer in
Willing
the sex
volunteer.
trade.
Yeah.
Willing
That's
participant.
what you call
in the sex trade.
women in the work.
You know what's really funny? Is we went through all
This
of our
is women's
segments.
empowerment.
We went through all of our
Somebody
segments so
can.
quick. We went through all of our segments so quick that this entire last bit is like 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long.
That's the best part. I wanted to do this one that long because I don't know what's about to happen, but this has been one wild ride, bro.
Just you by yourselves.
Wild.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Oh, it's a kiss cam.
Kiss cam.
Aww.
Kiss cam.
Once it happened. That's it. You have to pay for anything. No,
You almost
it's not
got
that
flicked.
kind
I
of-
control the kiss cam.
Not that kind of party.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was watching what was coming this
Do you know what's
way.
weird is, you know what rainbow party means something completely different now than it did like 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that used to be like cocaine.
No, rainbow party?
Parties?
It has something to do with different color lipstick.
Oh my gosh.
A rainbow party had
Really?
something to do with different color lipstick.
Is that like a key party? Everybody put your keys in the bowl?
Yeah, but it was
Yeah,
just
but-
let's make some rainbows.
Yeah, let's make some rainbows.
It's completely different now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, because it's like trolls,
Don't.
rainbow. No.
Don't. This is getting worse by the minute.
So taking out the trash, yeah. It's
So
about
I think that taking out the trash this week
stuffing things.
is
I hate it that
the
webcam doesn't stay where it's supposed to be.
the Crypt
Oh.
Keepers' political aspirations. They're trash.
What'd you call me?
Can I just say, how do we go from a country that spent months covering like the Clinton trial and all that to finally figure out, yes, he did get a BJ, and then now we're at a point where they spent 9 months with no, like, well, I don't know if I want to do a stimulus check because we got to throw all this other stuff in, and we can't really give you all money. But you know what? Hey,
And the president
we're
kicked
gonna
it
get
back.
this president kicked
We
out
need
in
2
2
grand.
weeks.
Did you
We'll get right on it. No, you won't. You'll take a 3-week
He was
vacation
impeached.
and come back and be
They
like,
They
did.
"Did we
impeached him
miss it?"
today. They impeached him today officially.
Officially?
Well,
You know
now
he's
it's going
still
to the,
sleeping in the White House
Now
it's
tonight,
going to-
right?
it's gotta
He
go to the
has
Senate.
not gone
Gotta go to the
anywhere.
Senate.
I'm
But
saying
Yeah,
it's official.
yeah.
They already made an
You know,
agreement
when
they
they're
won't
doing
meet
the
till the 19th.
inauguration, he's going to be packing up his stuff in
I'm
his
just saying.
room, watching it from the window.
So it's officially he has been quote unquote impeached, but it
Again.
hasn't been.
He
hasn't
got
been-
impeached before.
He
you
didn't
know.
get convicted of the impeachment.
Impeached but not evicted?
Exactly. They call it when a president is impeached. It's just that the process has started, and the paperwork has started.
Yeah.
But they
he's
don't.
not
They don't
actually
finish it, right?
Given the boot.
So
I don't know how you can be impeached for that, and yet all the other stuff that had been done. And look, all the stuff that he's done some dirty stuff as president.
But
He
here's the
got
thing.
to, I get that, but
they pushed it through.
of
No,
all the things to
no
impeach
testimony.
him of.
No testimony.
See, there
no
was
evidence.
no investigation,
No
no
investigation.
testimony. He didn't get a chance to defend himself in any way, shape, or form. And this is like them cutting him off. And now all these businesses are, oh, we're not going to work with him. We're going to take his name off of everything. Oh, yeah, it's coming.
The worst part is Home Alone 2.
Isn't that crazy? They're going to try to scrub him from the movie he was in that he helped make happen.
Yeah. I'm the producer. I'm gonna make this big. Gonna make it big, bigger than it was. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be bigly. Wow. But what'd you ask? How did we get to this point?
Yeah. How did we get here today to this? I mean, I never would have thought that Trump would be president, and then I never would have thought that Trump would give money to the people and to small
stimulus.
businesses. I never
Stimulus.
would have thought that.
Did you get your stimulus check?
I did. Thank you, Trump.
We didn't get our stimulus.
Well, that sucks. It's
We didn't
because
get
you
ours.
have a beard.
Well, it's
You're
because
on the list.
our bank was changed. Our bank
Oh,
changed.
yeah.
So
a lot
because
of
the
people
bank
didn't
stuff,
get that
we
because
didn't.
of it.
We didn't get it because my bank changed. And then now,
And now you have to wait, and you can get a credit on your taxes.
right? But do you know the new stimulus? Did you hear what's going on with the new
Yeah,
stimulus?
$1,400 payment.
But who's it for?
I have not seen that. Women.
So they originally,
women and people of color.
Yeah. So they
I can check
they
one
were
of those.
originally going to do
I got color.
$2,000.
I'm white.
Yeah.
I'm pale.
Trump originally
Lack
was
of
going to do
color.
$2,000. That's what the whole fight was about. Then they finally passed the 600, and then the first thing that Biden's going to do is give the other 1,400
Well,
to
that's
women
for
and
people of color.
I don't even know how you can still say that.
giving
nowadays.
it to people of color as a we're sorry, and he's giving it to women as a I never should
He
have smelled
should
your
be
hair.
sorry.
I'm apologizing.
They used to call him Jim Crow Joe.
you
was
see-
when he started his political career, he supported segregation and Jim Crow laws.
Did you
and
see-
every black person who voted for that guy has completely forgotten that he's the exact person they've been complaining about for the last 60 years in this country.
Did you see any of the memes recently?
Idiots.
So they have a meme.
And I don't mean all just black folks, because a lot of black folks voted for
They have a meme.
Trump.
It says
But
1940.
how can you vote for that guy at all?
This meme
Doesn't make
says
any sense.
1940, and it has a sink, says whites only, and a little tiny thing that says blacks only. And then it says, it has the date, right? And it says 2021, and it has a sign, diversity training, people of color, and white people only. So they're doing it again. It's segregating. They're
It's
voluntarily
just now they're going
segregating.
to try to flip it where black culture will be on top, but it's not going to work that way. And you can't complain about racism and then turn around and be the racist.
Yeah.
You can't do that either.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's
So
not
how's that
working the
gonna
way
work?
it is, but nobody knows how to make it
Well, it's not
better
working the way
across
it is,
the
though.
board. There's no
But I don't
answer
get
to
it.
make it better across the board.
Like what?
There's no fix.
There's no such thing as
There
equality.
is no fix.
But there's no such thing as equity, and they're saying that they're going to make it.
Because
Okay,
women are better than men,
check this
and
out.
everybody knows
There's
it, but
equal
nobody wants to
opportunity,
say
but
it.
there's not going to be equal outcome.
I was having a conversation with someone
It's just not.
who's a family member of mine who said to me, "We've got to level the playing field for people of color and for females
Yeah.
by empowering women and empowering people of color." And I said, "Are you that arrogant and racist?" And she goes, "What do you mean?" And they go, "If you believe that you need to empower women and people of color, that means that you have power as a white woman to give power to people of color. So you've got power. So you're saying that you have more power than a person of color, and that somehow a man has more power
You
than a
can
woman
pass it on
to
if you
empower
want
women.
to.
You don't need to empower somebody because they already have the innate ability and power amongst themselves."
Right.
And that's the big difference between conservatives and liberals. Conservatives believe that everybody has equal opportunity. Outcome may be different. You start at different places, but outcome is different. Did you know there are people that are saying, "Well, if you're poor, you're always
Talking
poor.
about the political divide of conservative.
You're poor,
and
you're
liberal.
always poor, and if you're rich, you're always rich." That is not true. If you're growing up poor in certain states, they incentivize being poor. So you learn to be poor, and your next generation learns to be poor because they learned to live within that system. And if you move out of those states, then you learn that you don't have to be poor. You can move outside of that. You can grow out of it.
So now we're talking down on Ohio?
Well, if I grew up in Texas and California, back and forth. In California, if you're on public assistance, and let's say you're making a certain amount of money in cash benefits and food stamps, right? If you get a job, for every dollar you make, they tax you 25 to 50%. Then on top of that, they take away $1 to $2 for every dollar you earn from your benefits. $1 from your food benefits and $1 from your cash benefits. So you work to earn money, to have money taken away from you, so they incentivize people to not work.
Right.
You gain more, you benefit more by not
Yeah.
working.
They used
A
to
woman
talk
that I
about
work with just lost
unemployment
part of
limits.
her, not Social Security, Section 8. She was on Section 8, got a job, and lost more than half of her food stamps for her and her son. And her Section 8, her rent, more than doubled. And so she has to be very, very careful, because anytime they're short on cash, if she picks up extra shifts to try and help ease that gap where they're struggling, then it hurts her even more. And then when she has those weeks where she's not getting that extra money, they don't give back that difference.
So it gets people into the situation where they're
screws
not
her.
claiming.
The more she makes,
they're
the
not
more she
claiming
loses.
cash. They'll not claim cash that they have coming in.
Yeah.
They take a cash job or under the table. That's what they call it, under the table. Under the table job. In Texas, it was different though. In Texas, if you were on public assistance and you went and got a job, they made it so that when you got your job, you could keep more of your money and wean off of the public assistance slowly.
Right, slowly.
So it incentivized you to get a job.
Yeah.
You had more benefit having a job than you did on public assistance.
Right. That's just like bumping up the unemployment benefits and whatever. Look, I get it. Excuse me, when people are hurt and you want to, help out, but now look at what's going to be.
It's supposed to be temporary.
And now they stretched it out so much that now those people need that money.
Yeah.
And so you've created, or they've created a situation where now they're going to withhold money or give money dependent on, I don't know, I guess your race, color, your gender.
What you look like.
Because that's not biased at all.
Yeah.
Look, you want to get rid of racism.
How we get
why
rid
is
of bias?
Race,
we give a stimulus payment to those that we're biased against, and then everything's fine.
So they say
Give them some money, and they'll be happy.
We're
and it'll
helping
go
these
away.
people because
No,
we're giving
it
them money
won't.
because it's something that they can't control. They can't control they can't control their race and they can't control their gender. Well, yeah, they can control their gender because all they have to do is say, "I'm whatever now."
All right. Any woman and colored person who gets a stimulus payment, we should pool our money together and buy stocks and own the people that gave us these payments.
I'm back. Huda lady. Oh, this is Shelly,
What?
isn't it?
No, that's probably
Who the
Richie
lady?
talking as the stuff.
It's on
What?
Comedy Best.
Who the lady? He was asking who she is.
Who's the
Oh,
lady?
that's my wife.
That's Jay's old lady.
How do you know I'm
Says,
a
love you guys. I
lady?
can get you more fans. Talk to me later about it, pimp. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
What do you guys
Later.
do for your fans?
See, you're supposed to be watching that one.
I'm supposed to be
It's on
watching
your side.
it.
I can't see it.
Well, maybe we're on the wrong side. Maybe we should switch.
Sons of bitches.
You need something to keep you busy, too.
Infants of female dogs.
What?
Can't say sons of bitches, so you have to say infants of female dogs.
Right. What do you say for... Oh, I can't say that on the radio here.
For all unlawful carnal knowledge?
Rooster suckers? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes! This is kind of
It's like my
fun.
show. It's like my shirt that I was making that has two birds fighting, and one is a swallow and the other one's a
That should be
rooster.
illegal.
It's a swallow and a rooster fighting,
Uh-huh.
swallow and cock.
That's messed up.
That's my logo, swallow and cock.
What? No, not yet. What time is it?
It is 2010.
We've got-
quarter to.
Oh,
We got 17 minutes.
am I allowed
17.
to tell my idea for inappropriate t-shirt?
I guess.
Hashtag Black Dick Matters. Probably not.
No, you can't
That's
say that one.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
come on.
You know,
it's
it's
so
a little
funny.
weird.
Yeah.
She's slowly coming out of the
Although
closet.
if you want to see, there's this large rooster. There's this large rooster. It's a big statue of a rooster. If you
In the
drive,
middle of town.
well, if you drive, there's this large statue of a rooster, and there's one outside of town that is painted all black, and it's very large.
I've always wanted
It's
to
a-
see a large black rooster.
It's large
I know.
black painted rooster.
But I married a pale one, so it's okay.
You know,
I love you.
they come in
So
different
much.
colors. You know,
I have so much humor that's not allowed on your
They-
guys'
they-
show.
they come in different colors. You know.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
A chick I went to high school with asked me if black people had different colored, yeah.
No, I'm saying
You said they come in different
large,
colors?
large
Oh, not that kind of.
appendages.
Okay. Gotcha.
There are other people of other ethnicities that have appendages, and when I was in the army, I could tell you for a fact that not all people of that persuasion have
Asians.
large.
You saw them while they were erect.
Well, we were
It's a
in.
little weird.
Everybody was in the shower. Everybody was in the shower together.
Why would they have a
So you can see who's the
Members
show.
Instead
in
of
the
giving
shower.
them all
Well, here's the
roofies,
thing.
he slipped them all Viagra.
I know,
He just
like,
wanted to know.
I want to know. Why
But-
is that really?
Is it
Boy,
true?
he's a grower, not a shower.
I was
Isn't
gonna
he?
say, there's showers, there's growers, and there's those who retreat, right?
Don't take the blue pill.
Those who retreat.
There's showers, growers,
like a
and
turtle with a bad helmet.
Showers, growers, and those that retreat. So when we were all taking the showers and stuff, you could tell who was a shower and who was a grower, you know.
Because Jeff was looking.
Because
he wanted to know.
In the morning,
we just watched that movie.
When you took a shower, in the morning, you look differently than when you take a shower in the evening, if you know what I'm saying. People who take a shower first thing in the morning look differently than when they take a shower in the evening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, depending on the reason they're showering.
Well, because there's a buildup of testosterone in the body as you sleep, and you don't have the release of it when you move around and exercise and stuff. So as you sleep, that's what gives a man his morning salute, if you will.
Is this your way
is
to
the buildup of
it's
the buildup of the testosterone
while their men are sleeping? Is that your platform here?
No, seriously. Did you know that 99? Did you know that's why men have the morning salute?
It's so they won't roll out of bed.
No. It's a kickstand. It's a kickstand. It's ridiculous. Most kickstands can fold when you roll over on them.
That way you don't get all nauseous from the drive.
Yeah, wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
You don't want to get nauseous? Wait. Your kickstand grows so she doesn't get nauseous on the way home?
Yes.
She has something to hold on to?
Take 2 shots of this to help with nausea and motion sickness.
Is that her oh shit bar?
Oh shit handle.
Oh shit handle. Like,
Where's she going? Comfort item.
Where's she going now?
I rub it like my pet rabbit's pet.
She is going to prepare for the drive home.
Yeah, I have a lot to prepare.
I understand.
Put my talents to work. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me. That was fun.
All right.
Well,
we'll have to do this again sometime.
You're no longer welcome in my office.
Next week, I think me and Melissa should sit in here at the bottle of
wine.
We
gotta do this on Friday next week, though.
You know we should do.
Saturday,
Okay, we'll do Friday.
Saturday.
We'll do Friday.
All right.
Friday.
And we'll have to do it probably earlier.
So next week we're going to be doing the show on Friday. So those of you who normally will watch us on Saturday, we're going to do the show on Friday, and everything will be uploaded. Other than Facebook, everything will be uploaded on Saturday or Sunday. If we do the show on Saturday, everything's uploaded Sunday. Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
But if we do it on Friday, it'll be Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. So we got like 10 minutes, 13 minutes.
You know, something like that, yeah. Should be just enough time.
There was something I was going to tell you about.
What's that?
I don't know. I can't remember. But it had something to do with something. Oh, there was today at the storefront that I went to, there was a homeless guy.
Leewood?
Huh? Leewood, yeah. There was a homeless guy who was standing out with a sign over where the traffic light is. So the homeless guy with the sign, I'm watching him. Now I don't turn these folks in. They're not supposed to do that. Okay? Because we get permission to be there, but they don't have permission. The guy with the sign gets cold and tired, goes over and gets in a car, hands his sign to another guy who's in the car, and that guy gets out and goes and holds the sign. So they're taking shifts and they're in a car, and the sign says homeless need money or something like that, or I didn't.
Well, it's semantics, but that's technically not a home.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm saying, so they're like need money, homeless, or need money, stranded, or whatever it was. I can't remember, but basically they were sharing this sign. So the manager, after a couple hours of them being out there, notices that they're out there because he had to go out and do shopping carts, right?
Okay.
Because they got really low because it was slammed today. So he calls the cops to have them come take that guy away, to chase him away, because they're loitering. They're on private property technically, even though they're at a light. That intersection is where they were, is private property, and they were parked in private property. But he didn't know about the second guy in the car. He didn't know they were switching off. Okay. Anyway, so he calls the cops. Just before the cops get there, the guy walks over to the red car and he goes, "What is that guy doing over there by that car? Is he going to break into that car?" I go, "No. he's got a buddy in the car, and they take turns. They switch off the sign. He's going to get in the car. So he gets in the car, and then they drive away because they notice that they're being watched now.
All right, now they got to move to another spot.
So they drive away, and like literally a minute and a half after they drive away, the cop pulls up. He pulls up, and he's like, "Is this the guy right here?" Points at me. This the guy? No, it's not him. He's good. He's cool. It was this other guy, and he was telling about the other guy, and he told him what I told him, right? So the cop comes over and talks to me about these guys, and I told him that 2 guys in a red car, and they switch off the sign, stuff like that. And he goes, "Well, what are you doing?" So I tell him what we're doing, and he goes, "Really? You have a card?" "Yeah, I've got. Here's a card." He goes, "Oh, great! I'm gonna put this up at the station because we really love comedy, and we think you guys would be great for us to go find out more about you guys." Awesome.
All right, man.
So that whole story was about me meeting a cop that then took my card to go put it up at the station. Pretty
He
neat.
might have been working you though.
You think?
Yeah, just trying
Well,
to find out.
I don't know. I have
Who's
Asperger's syndrome.
On the up and up.
I can't tell.
He was
I don't know.
legit to quit.
So what do you guys do? And I told him. So where are you from? And I told him. And then he's like, "Get a card?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Tell me a joke, funny man." Because they always do that. Tell me a joke, funny man.
Some people hate that. I think it's funny.
Did I tell you the shower joke?
I don't know.
Have you ever been in the shower and you forget if you wash your butthole or not?
Oh yeah, you did that one last week.
Yeah. I told him that joke. He's like, "Oh, that's funny. That's really funny." And then I thought there was something wrong with the guy at that point because that's not really that funny. But he acted like it was really funny.
Well, we've heard our own jokes so many times. Sometimes,
Yeah, we don't think it's funny. Yeah.
It's not like the first time we told it to ourselves.
So,
Yeehaw.
where do you find a turtle with no legs? Wherever you left him. He ain't going nowhere. So I tell that joke too. That's just like a hack joke. But I tell that joke because it's a quick, easy joke, I told that joke to him too, and he laughed really hard.
See? You're perfect for those guys.
Yeah.
Dad puns.
Don't forget to take this stuff home.
Why?
That's your card.
No, the card's
And that's your
already-
book. That's your book.
That's just an envelope, dude.
I know, but that's your
card in
manual.
there.
That's your manual for the
Yeah,
spiralizer.
there's no card in there. Are you upset because I didn't like your envelope?
No, the manual. I'm more upset about that.
She knows how to do that.
She knows. Did you use it yet? Did you use it yet?
You said manual. She thought you were talking about a Hispanic dude. She
Oh,
said, I'll take him.
A personule.
Yeah.
It's an instruction personule. See, they're going to change stuff like that has nothing to do with that. Did you know what? There's a mask mandate.
I thought amen and a woman was funny because amen isn't even an English word, you idiot.
That's right. But no, there's a mask mandate. I mean, a mask people date.
That's funny.
I'm going to write a person script. Person script.
I know, right? This would be a good one for George Carlin fans.
You can't have menopause. You got to have
People
pause. You can't menstruate. You got a person straight.
Woman straight.
No, you got a person straight because it can't be gender specific.
Yeah, that's true. But they'll still put that on an application, though. Won't
Oh, it's that time of the month. I'm person straighting. It's my personstration cycle. It's ridiculous. Personstration.
Can you still call it a bloody mess, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I told my wife about that, or she heard you about that the egg. You know what an egg is, right?
That's the best, dude. I love it.
It's a chicken menstruation.
Good luck with that, John Sally.
That's
so
funny. Actually, it's gross things. Blue cheese dressing. I love blue cheese dressing, and I love chunks of blue cheese on my salad. So I'll take blue cheese and I'll buy containers of blue cheese. I had blue cheese sitting in the fridge, and I'm like, I wonder if that's still good. So I read the expiration
That's the problem with blue cheese. You don't know.
I read the expiration date. The expiration date says it's still good. So I open it and smell it, and it has no smell at all. Normally, when you open blue cheese, you can smell the blue cheese.
Yeah, it smells like bad feet.
I don't smell anything. Hey, I don't. You smell
Did you
anything?
get the COVID?
No, my wife
You're
smells
supposed to tell me that, dude.
Oh no, because we made buffalo or bison burgers. That was the night we made bison burgers, and those bison burgers smelled fantastic. Bison burgers.
Wow. Okay.
You can get bison at natural grocers.
Yeah, I've had bison.
So we had bison burgers, and I was going to put blue cheese crumbles on it, but when I smelled the blue cheese, I couldn't smell the blue cheese.
That's
so I'm
because
like,
it was bad.
Yeah. So blue cheese smells like blue cheese unless it's bad. Apparently, is what I took from it. So it doesn't.
So when it smells more appealing is when it's bad.
Right, I can
But
smell
when
through
it
this
smells
nostril.
bad, it's more appealing.
I can't smell anything through this nostril because it's obstructed. But this one I can smell pretty well.
So basically, you've been eating old people food your whole life,
Dude,
Jeff.
I love blue cheese. Love blue cheese. I'll make me some
sick
eggs,
individual.
deviled eggs, and I mix some blue cheese in with them. Instead of mayonnaise, use blue cheese dressing with your deviled eggs. Great. Just don't put blue food coloring in it because it turns the eggs green. Because eggs already have yellow. You add the blue to it, it turns green. Yellow, blue make green.
Yes, if I remember, Ziploc taught me that.
Yellow, blue make green.
That's right.
So Melissa and I play D&D now.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
Oh, it's so much fun.
You're the dungeon master.
I'm the dungeon master. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you guys are gonna be stuck out in the middle of a five acre plot by yourselves,
Yeah.
you might as well find something to do.
And during the ice storms or snowstorms, that's when we play.
Yeah.
I light a fire in the wood stove, and then we play. And then I'm the DM, and sometimes I have BM, so I have to pause the DMing to go have a BM, and then I come back to be the DM after my BM. Yeah. BM.
Well,
bacon and lettuce matters.
you left out the tomato, bro.
No, because
No. See what happens?
I know, but bacon and lettuce matters. So it's BL.
BLM.
M.
Bacon, lettuce, and mayo.
Bacon, lettuce, and mayo.
Nobody likes tomatoes. Fuck it.
Tomatoes.
I just said that for you.
Tomatoes are jerks. Have you ever watched VeggieTales? You ever watch VeggieTales?
No.
It's that Christian cartoon.
It's one of my favorite jokes, though,
Oh.
in the movie. Pulp Fiction, that's what it was. She's like, well, I'll tell you the joke. We only did the one for the pilot show that she was doing. She's like, Mama tomato, baby tomato, Papa tomato are walking down the street. The baby tomato's really lagging, really falling behind.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the Papa tomato walks up, squishes him, and says, ketchup.
Ketchup.
She said it twice, too.
Yeah, ketchup.
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 I think I'm a little too terrified to laugh.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hey, so you have any thoughts on next week's breakdown?
Breakdown, take down, shake down.
Why don't I give you a list of movies that we both have watched?
Break down, shake down.
I'll give you a list of movies that I've watched, and then
You're
I can share with you.
busted.
I can share with you my version of the breakdown of whatever movie too. What I took away from it.
Now you're gonna take my segment.
Well, I'm just saying. You
Like,
get so much fun with this.
I see what
breakdown
you're
thing.
doing. I see what you're doing. You're absorbing all of my segments into double segments, and then I gotta come up with something different.
Well, you can have the Ghetto Chef thing. Whatever you're gonna do with Ghetto Chef, you can even just
You
cancel.
get rid of this one if you want.
Get rid
it.
of Ghetto Chef.
You can have that. I'm gonna try to take your breakdown segment.
Well, you can get rid
If
of
you want
Ghetto
something
Chef.
to supplant that.
Put
you
something
can,
else there.
You can have the one I don't want.
But I thought the breakdown would be
You sound
fun.
like my kid.
Originally, the breakdown was supposed to be both of us watch a
I'm
movie.
sharing, Daddy. I get
right?
one I don't want.
We're supposed to have. Both of us were supposed to watch a movie together.
No, I don't.
That's what
remember
you
that.
said.
I'm not.
You
watching
said
the
we were going to
movie
watch a
with
movie,
you, Jeff.
not together, but we were
You
both
will
supposed to watch a
interrupt
movie.
the whole time.
And then we're supposed to. Actually, I do.
I know you do.
We're watching movies, and I'm like, oh, this is great, right here. Wait, I'm like, I go to movie
Spoiler
theaters.
alert.
I go to movie theaters, and I'm watching a
You
movie,
see
and
a
I'm talking the whole
t-shirt
time.
that says spoiler alert.
I sneak in my food, and I'm talking the whole time. I'm so bad at movies that the black dudes turn around to me and go, "Shut the fuck up."
Shh.
Shut up.
White people.
Why do you have tinfoil at the movie anyway? It's like, well, you gotta keep the chicken hot somehow, damn it. How can I keep my pizza and my chicken hot if I don't have tinfoil?
And I can't keep it in the wife's purse because that's full of popcorn.
Seriously, have you ever snuck food into the movie theater? You go like this, sneaking in like this. And you got like a whole banquet going on. And then Alamo Draft House is like, we sell food, right? You could buy a hamburger.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy food.
Oh, we went 30 seconds over. Dang
That's all right, because guess what? Now we got something to cut.
Chicken butt. What's up, chicken butt? Here we go. Let's play the ending. Where's the ending? Where's the opening? There we go. You've been listening to Married with Comedy with your host, James R. Freeman. Yeah, you can leave it on microphone, though. And Jeff Onyx. Join us next week on Friday. Unless you're listening to the podcast, then whatever. All right, that's it. I'm going to hit end video over here. Where is it?